Hello, good afternoon. Jeremy Corbyn has said he's disappointed that Angela Eagle is preparing to launch a challenge for the Labour leadership, but he's again insisted he has a mandate from the party's membership and won't stand down. It's thought Labour's national executive will meet on Tuesday to decide whether Mr Corbyn can stand without the backing of at least 50 MPs and MEPs. He's said he expects to be on the ballot of any contest. Our political correspondent Chris Mason has a story and a warning his report does contain flash photography.
251,000. Look at his smile and listen to the cheer. Just last September, Jeremy Corbyn won and won big to become Labour's leader. But ever since, the roar of his many supporters has encountered the wrath of many of his MPs. And now his former shadow First Secretary of State wants his job.
We need a strengthened Labour Party and an opposition that can unite so we can heal the country. And unfortunately, I just don't think Jeremy can do that job.
Did you do everything you possibly could have done?
Appearing on the Andrew Marr show, Jeremy Corbyn, despite everything, appeared relaxed. He said he had reached out in a way no other leader had in an attempt to unite Labour. But he acknowledged,
I'm disappointed, but obviously she's free to do that if she wishes to. We have worked together in the past 6 months, or 9 months actually, in the shadow cabinet, and this is an opportunity when we could be putting enormous pressure on this Tory government.
But instead, Labour finds itself in the depths of a crisis, the like of which it has never seen before. In case you doubt that, listen to the language chosen by this senior Labour MP on Radio 4 to describe her leader.
I've known Jeremy for 35 years. I used to think he was a decent man. I'm beginning to think he's actually a devious man who is more concerned with destroying the Labour Party than he is with creating a force that can win an election in such difficult times and which will unite the party.
Jeremy Corbyn.
This was Labour's leader at last autumn's party conference. The crowd was delighted and he was eager to get going.
Any chance we could start?
The question now is whether he could soon be finished.
And Chris is here. Do we actually know, Chris, whether Jeremy Corbyn will or will not be on this ballot?
The very short answer to your question, Gavin, is no. We don't know because there is a tussle over the rules. So some are arguing that in order for Jeremy Corbyn to be able to stand again, he'd have to find the support of 51 MPs and MEPs. On the current maths, that looks like it would be difficult. On an alternative interpretation of the rules that comes out of Mr Corbyn's office, they say that because he is the incumbent leader, he automatically would get onto the ballot and it would only be his contestant who would have to find the support of those MPs or MEPs. So that is the short-term challenge for Labour, which could end up with a legal challenge. The bigger challenge is whatever happens here, either Jeremy Corbyn stays on or he leaves, Labour still faces huge questions. If he stays on, lots of his MPs, 80%, think he should go. If he is removed, tens or even hundreds of thousands of his activists will feel robbed.
Chris, thanks very much. Now, the